Hello, students. Today's activity is about the respiratory gas exchange. But before starting this activity, let me give you an information about the importance of respiration. Actually, we breathe in order to get energy. So respiration is a vital process important for the energy production in your body. So, for example, if we want to run or if we want to do sport, to play soccer or to study or any other activities, so we need energy. So, because of that, we take more breaths. We take more breath. So, when we play or football or when we do sport, actually we notice that we are breathing more. Why do we take more oxygen and more and more? Because my body or our bodies um are giving more energy. So the respiration is very important for energy. So I want you to know that respiration is a process very important for the production of energy. We cannot say that respiration gives energy, but it's very important in the production of energy that you will that you will be studying uh, this this activity in the grade 9, inshallah. Okay, so you will study about the production of energy in the grade 9. So it's a general information that you must know it, that and the respiration is an important process for the production of energy. يعني أنا بحصل على energy. هيدي الانرجي بتكون مهمة كتير لجسمي، وبحصل على الانرجي عن طريق الريسبيريشن. بتلعب دور مهم بالبرودكشن اوف انرجي، يعني بانه الجسم يعطي انرجي. So respiration in physiology, respiration is the process of breathing in oxygen gas and breathing out carbon dioxide. So during respiration, we breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. So the body takes oxygen and gives carbon dioxide. How can we prove that? How can we prove the body takes oxygen and gives carbon dioxide? It's very easy. We can do here an experiment. As you can see here, this is a box closed tightly. Okay, so this box is closed tightly, and inside this box we have an animal, and also we have a probe which can measure the composition of the air here. So here you can see the composition of the air, and you can see uh, and this probe is connected to the laptop, and here in the laptop we can read the composition of the air. So this is an experiment which allows us to prove that the animal is breathing by taking oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. So in the air here, the quantity of O2 is going to decrease, and the quantity of CO2, which means carbon dioxide, is going to increase. So why? Because the animal is taking oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. So what do we need to do this experiment or to prove this hypothesis that is found here? We need a laptop, a probe which can measure the composition of the air, and we need an animal and a tightly closed box which is closed from the all sides. So the problem that we are going to solve here in this experiment here, what are the gases exchanged during respiration? What do you mean by the what are the gases exchanged during respiration? So what are the gases taken and given by or during respiration? What do we take during respiration and what do we give out during respiration? This is the table given uh, given from the or in the laptop. So here this is the table that we can found it here. Okay. So as function of time, you can see that the nitrogen gas, the percentage of nitrogen gas stays the same. So inside the box, no change in the composition of nitrogen gas, no change in the percentage of nitrogen gas, which stays 79%. What does this mean? This means that the nitrogen gas is not a respiratory gas. Why? Because the quantity of nitrogen gas stays 79%, thus the animal doesn't breathe in or nor out nitrogen gas during respiration, doesn't take or give nitrogen gas. What about the oxygen? The oxygen as function of time decreases from 21 to 20.6%. So when we have a decrease in the percentage of oxygen, this means that we are taking oxygen during respiration. And when the percentage of carbon dioxide in the air increases, this means that our body is giving carbon dioxide. So this question is important, and this one is more and more and more important. When I say it's more and more and more important, يعني ممكن we have a chance to have it in the exams. So analyze the quantity or the percentage of oxygen gas and carbon dioxide after 8 hours, because we are doing the experiment between time 0 and time 8. After 8 hours, the percentage of carbon of oxygen gas decreases from 21 to 20.6%, while the percentage of carbon dioxide increases from 0.3 to 0.7%. So this one is very important. What do we conclude? We can conclude that our hands, oxygen is consumed, is the consumed gas, and carbon dioxide is the released gas during respiration. Or we can say hands, the body takes oxygen and give carbon dioxide during respiration. Both are correct. And also this one is very important. Now we want to start by the experiments in the book. Here we have a fish inside the water, and we have an oximeter which measures the quantity of oxygen in water. So why are we doing this experiment and other experiments? Because also we want to know the gases exchanged during respiration. Yani what do we take during respiration and what do we give during respiration? So what are the gases exchanged during respiration? Here we have or we are carrying out or using, sorry, we are using lime water. So what is the role of lime water here? This is a bottle of lime water. Okay, this one here is a bottle of lime water. What is the importance of this lime water? It's important for determining or detecting the presence of carbon dioxide. So if I want to check if there is a carbon dioxide or no, we can use a probe of carbon dioxide. في استعمل probe which connected to a laptop. Okay, this one here a probe to measure the carbon dioxide quantity. But here uh, we have a lime water which says that if we have CO2 or not. So we have two options to check the presence of CO2: by probe of CO2 or something يعني probe of CO2 which can measure the CO2 quantity, or lime water. فإذا اللايم ووتر بتكشف لي إذا في CO2 أو في استعمل probe of CO2. بس أي وحدة هي الأفضل؟ هيدا أكيد اللايم ووتر هي it was used in ancient time أو بالإكسبيرمنت الكتير يعني كتير قدم يعني، او بعدهم بدائيين. بينما البروب هي اكشلي للاشياء المودرن الاكثر حديثه، لانه البروب بتقدر تعطيك قديش الكوانتيتي the accurate value of CO2 but lime water cannot give you the quantity. هيدي it can gives you small very small quantities، بس هيدي small quantities ما بيقرأوها ما بتبين يعني هيدي عم تكشف لنا السي او 2 بس ما فيها تقول لك اذا في 0.5 من السي او 2 او 0.03 من السي او 2. هيدي يا بتعطيك ترانسبيرنت او بتعطيك ميلكي، بس اذا هي ما بتشتغل ما بتبين مع الميلكي فاذا ما بيمشي الحال. بينما هيدي بتعطيك سنسيتيف لكتير سمول كوانتيتيز يعني اوف سي او 2. اكيد اي واحد بتفضل اذا انت عم تعمل ريسيرش بكره بيشتغل على البروب of CO2. بس هيدي انه it was used in ancient times لانه ما كان في تطور بالزمان، فكانوا يستعملوا لايم ووتر. فاذا اللايم ووتر هي a solution to detect the presence of carbon dioxide. طب بجي بتطلع هون انا عندي 2 solutions زدت عليهم لايم ووتر. عندي مي 2 اخدتهم من السمكة، يعني من مية السمكة. يعني عندي مثلا هون اوكي مي، وهون سمكة. The fish is present here and here I have no fish. I want to check if the fish gives CO2 or not. To know if the fish gives CO2 or not, I have to take some sample of water and we have to add it here, and some water taken from a beaker containing a fish and we have to put it here. So the difference here and here, both of them have lime water. I added lime water here and here. But the difference here is the water. Here, the water without fish, and here the water is with was with fish. يعني here in the beaker I have fish, here in the beaker I have no fish. فإذا which one contains CO2? Here I have no CO2 and here I have CO2. Okay. Why? Because the fish during respiration gives carbon dioxide. So if I put the water here with lime water, I observe the change in the color of lime water. ليكو كيف كانت. It was clear and it becomes milky. يعني هيك I can prove that the fish is breathing and giving carbon dioxide. But here you can see that the color stays the same. Why? Because here I have no CO2 and here I have CO2, and the lime water is used to detect the presence of carbon dioxide. So if I want to read the quantity of CO2, can I use lime water to read the quantity of CO2? أكيد لا. أنا إذا بدي رقم قديش ال CO2 ما في استعمل lime water. I have to put the probe inside the water. هيدي بدي فوتها لجوا، بتعطينا على الكمبيوتر the exact value of CO2. هيدي ما فيها وهيدي فيها، هيدي فيها شوي، هيدي فيها أكتر بكتير بكتير بكتير. فإذا شفتوا ال differences between probe and lime water، أكيد أي الأكتر متطورة هي ال probe of CO2. نحن لو بالمختبر عنا كان عنا من ال probe of CO2 كنت استلكن هن، بس ما عنا إلا lime water. So explain the obtained results in document B here. The fish respires by giving carbon dioxide. Okay. No carbon dioxide at the beginning, then lime water gives a clear color. And the presence of carbon dioxide at the end, then lime water gives turbid color. يعني عم بقلنا انه here I have water. شلنا some water حطيناهم هون. رجعنا هيدي كانت الستep 1. فإذا شلنا some water and we put it here in this graduated cylinder. And after that the second step is to add a fish. يعني حطيت السمكة. أول شي أخدت some samples of water and I put them here. Then I put the fish here. After 8 قديش أخد الإكسبيرمنت مش مبين، ما حاطين. After a certain time okay، بعد وقت محدد we take some water and we put it here. فإذا this is the third step. Which water is with carbon dioxide? أكيد this one is without carbon dioxide and this one with carbon dioxide, because here when we take the water was without fish. بس هون لما شلت المي كان بقلب البيكر فيه fish. يعني this one is with carbon dioxide and this one of without carbon dioxide. ولأكد هذا الشيء we added lime water to here and here. حطينا بالستاب الرابعة لايم ووتر هون وهون، ولقينا انه هون stays clear، معناتها ما في CO2 هون، يعني في CO2 يعني السمكة عم تتنفس by giving carbon dioxide. Also in the water we measure the quantity of oxygen during 6 minutes. Look at the quantity of oxygen in milliliters. It's decreasing. So inside the tube I have a fish and I have a probe of oxygen, and the table is obtained here on the screen of the computer, and you can see as function of time after 6 minutes the quantity of oxygen is decreasing from 7 to 6.4 ml. So this analysis is very important And this one is very important, so we can conclude that the fish is respiring by taking oxygen. Now we want to talk about the respiration in plants. أنا بدي إياكم تعرفوا إنه living organisms, all the living organisms respire. Okay, but by different ways. And also, if we want to talk about plants, the plants they are living organisms, so they need to respire. But in البلانتس إن كائنات حية بيتنفسوا even during days or during nights. The respiration is a process which is always done by plants. يعني أي نبتة بتوقف فيها respiration بتموت. So during days and nights, the plants respire by taking oxygen and giving carbon dioxide. During the days and during the night, even if I have photosynthesis during the days. بس بتضل respiration عم تشتغل ما بتوقف لو في photosynthesis. So during the day, I have two processes. I have respiration for plants. I'm talking about plants. So plants have respiration and photosynthesis. اوكي بس الفوتوسينثيسيس is the dominant one اللي بتكون اكتر طاغية اكتر قوية اكتر موجودة، بينما الريسبريشن هي اصغر compared to photosynthesis، فاذا هيدي اقوى بكتير more dominant the photosynthesis. اوكي يعني كيف كأنه واحد راح يشتغل بيقبض $10,000 بس بده يدفع $100، شو بتبين $100 قدام $10,000؟ ولا شيء. فإذا we cover the plants by a mask to stop for the photosynthesis. So now the plants are respiring only. فإذا إذا أنت بدك تدرس عن ال plants عن respiration of plants, I have to stop photosynthesis for a certain time. If I'm working during days, إذا عندي experiment أنا وبدي أعمله، عندي مثلا سكرتها هيدي مثل قبل، بس حطيت plant هون وبروب connected to a computer بقيس لي ال O2 وال CO2. But here if I want to work on respiration I have to stop photosynthesis. بدي وقف لها الphotosynthesis تا اشتغل على respiration only. How can we stop photosynthesis uh, by covering the plant or the beaker or the box here that I have؟ يعني بدي وقف light to enter when I have no light so the plants cannot make photosynthesis. فإذا بضمن حالي إنه I have no photosynthesis I have only respiration. فإذا during studying the process of respiration I have to stop photosynthesis. How can we stop photosynthesis? Uh, by what? By covering the plants from light. So the level of water changes in the presence of plants, which means that the plant is respiring oxygen, the color of lime water. Okay, this is this was here. So here you have two plants, two experiments A and B. Look at the level of water. The level of water rises from this side. هون بقي the same. انا ما بجيب actually هيك اشياء بالامتحان، قلت بالصف، بس انا بحب التلميذ يكون فهمان هيدا الاكسبيرمنت موجود بالكتاب شو بيعني. هيدا بيعني انه the plant is taking oxygen. البلانت عم تاخد oxygen. اوكي بس اكيد قبل ما تبلش الاكسبيرمنت we need to cover the plants by a black mask. بنغطيهم للبلانتس فما بتفوت الضوء، فما في photosynthesis، في only respiration. وجوا في مثل هيك solution of lime water بتخليكم تشوفوا انه اللايم ووتر غيرت لونها من الكلير للتربد، معناتها the plant is taking oxygen and giving carbon dioxide. فإذا the plants also like us, like humans and animals, take oxygen and give carbon dioxide. Here I have no change in the level of water. Why? Because here I have no plants. ما حدا حياخد oxygen، ما حدا حيعطي CO2. Even if I put lime water, the color of lime water stay clear. Clear معناتها ما في CO2 هون، turbid معناتها في CO2. Conclusion: during respiration the green plants take oxygen and give carbon dioxide during their respiration. If we want to study about respiration of plants we need to stop photosynthesis, so we need to study it in darkness or at night, or we can by covering the plant by a black mask. Same as I explained about the germination. Germination هي a process done by seeds to give new plants. بكون عندي بذور وحطيناهم in a suitable in condition suitable for germination. يعني كيف كأنه حطيت لهم رطوبة، حطيت لهم رطوبة أو حطيت لهم شوية مي وحطيت لهم أكسجين. فإذا هول حينبتوا البذور، حيعملوا germination. فإذا طالما عندي plants أنا صغار عم بنبتوا، أوكي، فإذا هيدول living organisms، هول كائنات حية and they need to breathe out by taking oxygen and giving carbon dioxide. كيف بنبرهن هيدا الشيء؟ في أعمل هيدا الاكسبيرمنت، في أعمل الاكسبيرمنت التاني اللي نحن اشتغلنا عليهم قبل. سوري، عفوا. فإذا here we have no seeds and here we have seeds. فإذا هول الseeds they are making germination. The lime water here becomes turbid, which means that the plants are giving CO2 during germination, and also they are taking oxygen. Okay, why? Because the level of water rises here. عم تشفط هي الهواء فبيطلع بصير بحل محلهم، والسي او 2 عم تنزل على اللايم ووتر. فاذا هيدا الاكسبيرمنت ببرهن لي انه كمان الجيرمينيشن during germination البلانتس حتاخد اكسجين وتعطي كربون داي اوكسيد. فاذا صرنا شايفين لهلا animals and the humans are respiring by taking oxygen and giving carbon dioxide. Plants they respire by taking oxygen and giving carbon dioxide, and also during germination the plants take new plants، نحكي مش plants هون، the new plants جداد اللي عم يطلعوا respire by taking oxygen and giving carbon dioxide. So this is the summary as that I explained, and good luck for the quiz.